back to my channel, or if you happen to be new here, my name is Jess. Today is Top 5 Wednesday. As always, I will list the group down below if you guys would like to participate in these. But the prompt for this week is 5 books that you dislike but that you like to talk about. I think that is such a cool concept for a challenge because a couple of these books, as you will see, I do actually still own, but most of these I don't own anymore. But I do still like to talk about them because I like to hear people's opinions on them and kind of what they thought, and I don't know, I just think it's fun. I like to talk to people about books that maybe I didn't like that they liked, just to see kind of their take on everything. But the first book I wanted to talk about is actually a book that I know a lot of people really loved, but I actually kind of hated it. I think I might be in the small minority for that, except for in my friend group. I think a lot of us kind of agree on this one, but it is Akawar by Sarah J. Maas. I hated this book almost. Like, it was to the point where I was about 150 pages into it and still not really loving it, and then I liked the middle of the book, but I hated the ending. I would say 3/4 of this book I did not enjoy, and this is a hefty book. There are a lot of pages in this. There's almost 700 pages in it. And for Christ's sake, like, why did it take me that long to start enjoying the story? I read ACOTAR beginning of last year and then immediately went into ACOMAF, and ACOMAF was a stunning, beautifully done book. But for the love of God, when I read this, I was just like so let down and so disappointed because I loved ACOMAF so much. I was so disappointed in this that I haven't even given 2 thoughts to the new book that she's writing because I feel like this was completely left open-ended. I feel like the reasoning for leaving it open-ended was really stupid. I don't know, I just did not like it. If you like this, please leave down below why you did, but for me, I thought it was boring, I thought it was repetitive, and I feel like some of the characters were mistreated, some of them were misrepresented. I did not like it. I just didn't. Now the next book I have here is actually the 3rd book in a series that I really love. It is Library Souls. This is so slow and so boring at times, and then so rushed and so ridiculous at others that it really actually kind of pissed me off, because the first one is, other than Harry Potter, the most like magical book I've ever read, in the sense of it made me really wish magic existed. It really made me like hopeful, and you know, just like how when you're childlike and you really believe in magic, that's how it made me feel. The second one was good. This one I did not like. I feel like at times it was very slow. At other times, like I said, it was so rushed that I had trouble following along with the story. I love Ransom's writing. It is very simple, but it is still very descriptive, and I really enjoy that. But this book was just too much for me. Honestly, the ending was really rushed. Everything was really rushed about this book, and a lot of it, because it didn't make a whole lot of sense. So of the series, this is the one book that I did not like. Now the next book I have here, I could have actually probably also included the second one as well, but I didn't want to do that. I just wanted to do the one. That would be 6 of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. Leigh Bardugo is an amazing storyteller. Her worlds, her characters, the way she writes, it's all beautiful. I think I would have liked this book a little bit more if it was done for actual adults, like if it was a new adult book or something like that. I'm really sad because I actually have had her sign this one, and when she asked me, oh, have you read it? And I was like, no, I've read the Grisha trilogy though, and I really liked it. I should have had her sign the Grisha trilogy because I love that so much more than I did this book. I had a huge problem with Kaz Brekker. I had a problem with believing that the things that these children essentially were doing was believable. I just had a lot of trouble connecting with this. I do love Matthias and I do like Nina a lot, but pretty much all the rest of the characters I could care less about. I had trouble connecting with them, and I just had a lot of trouble with the story. It is the first heist story I've ever read though, so I think if I read other heist books, I think that I would probably dislike this even more. I don't know if it's super original. I think I was excited about this because I was wanting to see more of like the Grishaverse in it, but you really don't, and I think that's why I was also very disappointed. I just didn't like this book. I'm sorry to anybody who liked it, but it was not my favorite. Now the next book I want to talk about is a book that I've actually, I don't know if I gave it away or if I sold it. I was hoping somebody else would like it more than I did, but it would be Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell. I did not like that book at all. I thought the love interest in it was very strange, very weird, and sort of rushed at times. I did not like Kath as a main character. I thought that in the fangirl portion of it, I don't really consider her that much of a fangirl. I did read Eliza and Her Monsters not too long ago, and I think that Eliza was what I wanted Fangirl to be. It was more of an accurate representation of what it's like. I know it's like all personal opinion and like what, you know, constitutes being a fangirl, but I just didn't like that book. I didn't like it at all. I had a lot of trouble getting into it. I had so much trouble getting into it that I actually gave away in a giveaway one of the other books that I owned, and I did just recently sell Carry On because I just had no desire. I don't know if it's Rainbow's writing or what, but I don't like her books that often. There was like a short story that she did not too long ago that you guys have seen me speak about before in videos that I did really like, but I did actually end up selling that as well because I just didn't want to have just like one small tiny book on my shelves from her. But yeah, Fangirl just really fell flat for me. I did not like it, but I do enjoy talking about it because I feel like it opens up dialogue and discussion for like what it's like being a fangirl, how we are fangirls. I think that it's a lot of fun to talk about, but I just did not like that book at all. Now the last book that I want to talk about, I actually have messed up reasons why I like talking about this book. Hear me out. And it would be Wintersong by S.J. Jones. I did not like that book at all. I think I gave it 1 star, maybe 2 stars. I wanted to DNF it, but it was recommended from a friend, so I did keep reading it. But it was so boring and so all over the place and so strange, and it was really hard to follow. And I know a lot of people love that book, but I hated it. Like, I can say with genuine hate, I hated it. But I just don't like talking about it because since I've kind of come out with the fact that I don't like it, a lot of people have given me really good recommendations on books that are similar to that, but that are written better. And the first one that I can really think of is Bear and the Nightingale. Bear and the Nightingale kind of has the same kind of writing style where it's very heavy, it's very descriptive, but the vernacular is a lot better. It's written very, very well, and it's done in a way that you can actually follow, but you get that kind of like vibe, you know what I mean? But it's just done so much better. So that's why I'm appreciative of that book, and that's why I like talking about that book, because I do like recommendations for books that are better than Wintersong, that don't actually disappoint me to no end. I hated that book. I actually sold that book. Did I sell it or did I give it away? I don't know, but I don't own it anymore. Alright guys, so that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I have a lot of fun actually talking about books that I don't like, or books that maybe other people don't like that I like. Leave your like top 2 books that you dislike down below but that you still enjoy talking about, because I'd like to know your reasons on why you do. I know I'm obviously going to also go watch everybody else's Top 5 Wednesday videos, but I really want to know what you guys think. But I hope you guys are having a good week, and I will see you guys in my next video.